Hello, everyone. I wanted to talk a little bit more about boundaries. I made a video earlier, or I posted about boundaries, and I wanted to elaborate a little bit on some different applications. So again, boundaries are kind of like the delineation between you and someone else. So setting boundaries is two things, basically communicating what your boundaries are, and then also communicating what you will do if the boundary is broken. And like I said prior to this is it's kind of like making a promise to yourself, like I'm not going to tolerate this type of behavior anymore, and if this happens, then I'm going to do this. And so what you can say to someone is, if you blank, I will blank. Like if you hit me, I will call the police, and so on. And you can fill in the blanks. But basically, boundaries, you set boundaries to protect yourself, not to hurt the other person. And in our relationships with borderlines or narcissists, I like to explain boundaries this way. The example I use is the example of having a pet tiger. And so if you think about having a tiger, it's exotic and it's rare and it's beautiful and it's exciting to be around. And like, who wouldn't want a pet tiger, right? It'd be awesome to have a pet tiger. But as you know, a tiger is always going to be a tiger. So at any point during this relationship, however much effort you put into it or however much you think it's tame or whatever, that tiger still has the ability to rip your face off in a heartbeat. And it might, and then, things go bad, of course. So how do boundaries come into play with a tiger? So there's people in India who live in fear of tiger attacks all the time. Like when they go out, they're always looking over their shoulder because there's tigers, and tigers attack and kill people and eat them. So they're in fear and they don't have boundaries from this tiger, because the tiger could go into their village or go into wherever they live and tear them apart. However, another example is if you think about a zookeeper, like there's people right now that love animals and they're studying and they want to pursue a life living with tigers. And you can do that if you're a zookeeper, and you think about it, they have boundaries. So you can go to work every day and there's a safe place to interact with tigers. You could feed them, you could medicate them, give them medical treatment. You can help them when they have babies. You could talk to them, you could be around them, you could love them and still go home at night and not get your face ripped off. And you can sit with them, you can eat, you can do all this stuff, but boundaries exist. There's a way to keep themselves safe in this scenario. So I just wanted to bring this up regarding boundaries and your relationship in your borderline or narcissistic relationship. There's ways to navigate through this stuff, and it's not easy. It's not easy. I understand, because I've been where you're at and I've felt the way you feel. Things are different for me now, and I would love to help you in any way possible to get through this. So please hit me up if you are interested, and let's make this life better. Thanks.